Hi friends. Firstly, I want to thank you for all the wonderful messages of condolences when Jill passed. My apologies that I can't reply to each and every one of you, but I must tell you that it is greatly, greatly appreciated. Many journalists have asked me what Jill's strongest point was in her life. And I believe that probably the ability to adapt was her greatest strength. She was born in Cape Town. In her early years, she spent on the beach at Clifton. And then the family moved to Pinelands, which is a suburb in Cape Town. And that's where she grew up. And when she joined me at Londolozi, we were living in tents because we had the young lion Shingalana. And so she went from this world where she had been broadcasting at the SABC into a tent where she had to cook her own food and wash her own clothes. It was a rough existence, but she adapted brilliantly. So I first set eyes on Jill when she was broadcasting for SABC. I was making a film called Silent Hunter, which was about the mother leopard at Londolozi Game Reserve. And I had put a bed on my Jeep and I would sleep out most nights with the mother leopard. But occasionally I would go and watch television, not to see the news, but just to look at this beautiful woman that was reading the news. And her name was Gillian van Houten. And I was absolutely mesmerized by her incredible beauty. And one day I decided to write her a letter. It's become very famous. And it was before emails. And I addressed the letter to Gillian van Houten, care of SABC, Auckland Park. And the letter read, "Dear Gillian, would you like to make the news rather than reading the news?" And I signed it John Varty. I sent the letter off, and to my amazement, 2 weeks later, a fax arrived with one word, yes.
I was a presenter for a major television network. It was a successful career, but I was restless. I needed a challenge, something different, something more worthwhile. Then on a scrappy piece of paper came an invitation to join my friend and wildlife filmmaker John Varty on a leopard project at Londolozi Game Reserve. On impulse, I resigned my job, packed my bags, sold my house, and caught a small plane out. JV's good friend and trusted tracker was at the airport to meet me. Hello, I'm Gillian.
Nice to meet you. Our jeep over there.
Oh, great.
And that was the start of the incredible journey that I traveled with Jill.
Leopard Camp was spectacular. The main feature was a treehouse surrounded by tents. Functional, but basic. It distinctly lacked a feminine touch, so I made a mental note to make some major changes.
She came to Londolozi Game Reserve, and I had been following the mother leopard for 14 years. And the last 3 years of the mother leopard's life, Jill was with me. And she got to interact and enjoy that incredible leopard. Shortly after the passing of mother leopard, we picked up the orphaned lion cub, who we called later Shingalana.
Jill, come in. Jill, do you read?
Standing by.
Picked up a young lion cub. Looks like it's been abandoned. The pride has moved off. Do you want to come and have a look?
Yeah, I'll be ready in 5.
Come on!
Yeah, I'm coming.
Afshin. Umalana ufigili na toa kusifika sisi. Sasa kwa mayahan. Kwanza kuyahan. Nafika.
Where is it?
It's down here under this rock.
Can I go down there?
Sure.
I couldn't believe how tiny she was. She was so fragile and vulnerable, and yet she was protesting so loudly at having been abandoned. I felt myself being swept up by fate. That feeling you get when you know something's about to happen that was meant to be.
And the other incredible thing about Jill, she had a tremendous rapport with animals, and she was fearless. One morning we were setting out on a walk with Shingalana, and Shingalana came from behind and jumped onto her shoulders and just crashed her down into the ground. Jill was still broadcasting. She was anchoring programs at this time. I think it was Top Billing and Premiere. She was the anchor. So I was very concerned that Shingalana might hurt her or scratch her beautiful face. And I remember her getting up off the ground, and I said, Gilly, do you want to stay in camp while I walk with Elmon and Shingalana? She said, no, I'm coming along.
It's natural for a mother to feel protective, and that's the way I felt about Shingy. At times I felt JV was pushing her a bit too hard. I don't like it, she's going to get hurt.
Another time I remember romping with the leopard called Jamu. Jamu was a leopard in the Luangwa Valley. Her mother was caught in a wire snare, and the scouts brought the little cub into us. And we used to romp with Jamu. And romping with a leopard, they're so quick, and their claws can catch you. And again, I was very concerned that she might get ripped up. But Jill never held back. She came in and romped with Jamu.
Oh, what's the matter with their skin?
This is sarcoptic mange.
What's that?
It's tiny mites which attack the skin. And it's very contagious. If the mother gets it, she transmits it to the cub.
Is it dangerous?
It can be. The secondary infection, from the scratching, can be fatal.
But surely they're drugs.
There are, but we don't interfere.
I couldn't understand why JV wouldn't help Ngwazi. We had modern drugs and dart guns. What was all this about not interfering? Here was a creature in distress, and we could help her. I was determined to challenge JV that night.
In the early days of Londolozi, our approach to leopards was very scientific. And the thinking was that if psychoptic mange attacked the leopard, this was a natural process and we should allow nature to take its course. But Gilly had a very different opinion. Her idea was, this is a fellow creature and you have dart guns and you have drugs and you have the ability to save this leopard's life. Why don't you do that? And Gilly changed my thinking completely. And that has been my attitude for the rest of my life.
Are you sure it's her?
Yeah, you can see the spot pattern.
What happened to the cub, I wonder?
Yeah, it's dead for sure.
What a waste of life.
The next one that got mange, I immediately darted her and her 2 cubs, saved her life.
What we should do then, we take the blanket when we see she's starting to stagger.
Mm-hmm.
We take the blanket, we run in and catch her and cushion the fall.
Okay.
Let's go. Okay. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Yes.
Famous, you enriched my life, thank you. An inspiration always, a river running through, a river running through.
Very often, Gilly was left back at the camp on her own. Myself and Elmon were chasing the predators. We'd often stay out the whole night filming, and on one occasion, the 2 territorial males smelt Shingalana in the camp and they came right into the camp.
Shingy, come. Come, Shingy. Shingy, get in the tent. Come. In the tent. Shingy, please, come. Come in the tent, Shingy. Shingy, please. Come, Shingy. Come on, come now. Come on, get in.
Another time I was swimming with Tigress Julie at Tiger Canyons, and Jill was taking photographs from the side. And after a while she said, you're having all the fun, yeah. I want to come in with you. And she came into the water and romped with Tigress Julie. Romping with tigers in the water is not for sissies. But Gilly was in there, and we romped for an hour, magical, magical time. Gilly gave me 3 of the most precious gifts any woman could give to a man. Savannah, and then the 2 identical twins, Sean and Teo. And we called them the Precious 3.
Till I saw your beauty on the TV late one night, I sat down and wrote you a letter. Would you like to change your life? Come with me and be wild and free. Live in a tent beneath a tree, and there in the splendor of our love, you gave 3 gifts to me.
And then, of course, Gilly produced the Precious 3.
I'm proud, so very proud. Without their love, where would I be? Till you gave them life, till you gave them love, till you gave 3 special gifts to me, the precious 3.
Another great time for us was the boys went to St. Andrew's College in Grahamstown, and Savannah was at DSG. And then I'll never forget the tragic day. I got the news on my telephone. The doctors had been checking her out for more than 6 months, and finally they came up with their diagnosis: temporal frontal dementia. We realized as a family that we were in for a long, hard journey. And in fact, that journey took 5 years. The time when we decided we're going to give Gilly the best quality of life that we absolutely could. And we traveled around South Africa. We went to Namibia, and I took her to Londolozi as many times as I could. I bought a house in White River, which were close to hospitals, where she could walk down the river in this beautiful area, White River Estates. Our whole aim was just to give her the best quality of life walking on the beach. And we achieved that for 4 years, 4 incredible years. We gave her good quality of life. And then the last year, she could no longer sustain. She had to go into the frail care at Noordhoek Manor, which is a retirement home with medical facilities. And the last year was extremely tough. And towards the end of her life, what Gilly really related to best was music. And Teo and myself would go and play the guitar for her, and this was her most joyful time. When my time has come, when my eyes grow dim, will you bring your love to me? Love me unconditionally. Will you hold my hand? Will you love me till the end? I love you, precious 3. I love you, precious 3. Gillian, I saw you on the TV, invited you on the safari, there in the tent underneath the tree, conceived the precious 3.
We conceived the precious 3, Gillian, we conceived the precious 3.
Gillian,
Then the chopper went down. I was nearly dead, car and walking health on the rubber relax. Scout searching high and low, that's how the story goes.
That's how the story goes, Jilly, Jilly. That's how the story goes. That's how the story goes.
Gillian, through the night I fought the pain. To hospital I flew in the plane. Then Mandela whispered in my ear, and I heard you say, Gillian's here, JV.
Gillian's here, JV. Gillian's here, Gillian's here.
And in the closing time of her life, I had made some pictures. And I took the first picture, it was her and Shingalana. And I held it up to her. And I said, Gilly, this is Shingalana. Do you remember Shingalana? And she just looked at me with these big eyes, staring at me. And I said, Gilly, just nod your head if you remember Shingalana. And after about a minute, she nodded her head. And we went through the family, Savannah, Sean, Teo. And then I said, Gilly, there was a shot of myself and Shingalana and Elmon. And I said, here's Elmon. Do you remember Elmon? Just nod your head if you can remember Elmon. And she waited, and then she nodded her head. And then I took a shot of Shingalana and Gilly and myself, and I said, and Gilly, your name is Gilly, you Gilly, and I'm JV, and I showed her the picture. And she looked at the picture, and then she nodded her head. And then she was exhausted, her head went down, and that was the last conversation I ever had with her.
JV, I've been living in a twilight zone. You are here, I'm not alone. Words gone mountains out of reach, but I can still walk on the beach, on the beach.
Gilly, here's a song that I wrote just for you. Music you can listen to. You can dance or sing along in light and joy. Where you belong, where you belong.
What's my name? What's your name? Gilly's my name.
It's me, JV's my name.
Through the sunshine and the rain, may we smile again. Gilly, that's your name.
We have a lifelong family legacy. Our one's the precious three.
They are always part of me, and my love lies in our three, here with me.
Friends, I leave you with these words from the song called The Precious Three. And when my time has come, and when my eyes grow dim, will you bring your love to me? Will you love me unconditionally? Will you hold my hand? Will you love me till the end? Gilly, I loved you and you loved me, and now you are free. Love, light, and peace. All things must pass. I'm JV.